This is Jordan, our son. We hope you can get to know a little about Jordan during this video. He is an amazing, courageous, and creative young man. Jordan is a transgender male. We transitioned just about a year ago. This video is meant to introduce you to our story and give help and hope to other families, and also to help change the hearts and minds of those not familiar with how special our families are. We hope you enjoy what you see today.
Hi, I'm Heidi, and this is my husband Ron, and we thought we would make this video for TYFA for any families that have kids that are transitioning, or they're thinking about it, or just wanting more information. So we have 3 kids, one daughter who's older, 26, and 2 boys. One's 20, and then Jordan, our youngest, who will be 13. And he's transgender. And kind of background real quick, we had him. The doctor said, congratulations, you have a girl. We brought him home, started raising him as a girl. And about the age of 2, we noticed that he was just playing with toys that were geared more toward boys. Trucks and guns and playing in the dirt a lot, and nothing that had to do with his dolls unless he, scribble on them or cut their hair. And then at the age of 3, we noticed that he was only wanting to wear boy clothes, jeans, t-shirts, would rip off his dresses, absolutely no dresses. He cut his own hair, he wants short hair. And then around the age of 4, he verbalized, I want to be a boy, God made a mistake. And during this time, there was definitely increased anxiety, sadness, depression. So about the age of 6, we took him to a psychiatrist because he was definitely struggling in school and in home life. And I thought it was just an obsession that he had. And so they diagnosed him with a GID, gender identity disorder diagnosis, but we were kind of told that he might grow out of it. So we kind of just had him see a therapist and told him that God loved him. God made him who he is, which was a girl. That's what we kept telling him. And over the years, he became more depressed, more anxiety, talked about wanting to kill himself, did not want to live anymore. And one night, when I was putting him to bed, he started telling me about how he was going to kill himself. So I went in and said to Ron, we need to do something here. As where before, when he was 6 and he was diagnosed, I looked on the internet for anything I could find, and there just wasn't much out there. This time I looked on the internet, and there was a lot more out there. There was found the Barbara Walters special with Jazz and her family, and that was amazing for us. I found a TYFA, the website, which was incredible, the amount of information. And so we, the next couple days, we talked with Jordan and told him what was going on with him, that yes, he's transgender, there's a name for it, and that they are transitioning children. I never knew that they did that. So we had him watch Barbara Walters special. He got very excited, and I think within the next couple days we had his friends' parents calling us saying, oh, Jordan says he's going to be a boy now. So I wanted the transition to be very methodical and planned out, and Jordan knew that wasn't going to happen. He was a boy, he'd been a boy, and he was letting everybody know he was a boy now. So it's been hard. It's been a struggle. But we have a child back, and he doesn't talk about committing suicide. He doesn't talk about killing himself. And he has good days and bad days, like all kids. And we have dealt with prejudice and people who have told us that we're sinning and that we have no leadership in our family. But all that, you know, it is what it is. We love and support our son, and we only see a son, and really we only have seen a son. And all of our families in support. You'll hear from his brother and sister, and he's a happy boy right now. I would like to say about TYFA though.
Yeah, as far as TYFA goes, I think when we found out about the Philly conference, we signed up right away to go, and quite frankly, I didn't know what to expect. But when we went there, we met Kim, and she was just wonderful. She greeted us like we were her friends from all of the emails and support group items that Heidi's been involved with. And for me, I think one of the key things about the conference was it was really set up for families and for the kids. I think Kim's commitment to the children. It was one of the first times I was able to see Jordan just hang out with other transgender kids, and he was just truly in his element. And he was very comfortable, and he was happy, and it was just solidifying experience for me to see him just interact with these other kids and just have a blast.
Yeah, so TYFA has helped us in a number of ways. One being the Philadelphia conference was just amazing and huge for us to see that there were other families out there that were, pretty normal families that have these children. And also the information that I've gotten off the website over the past couple of years. They're always putting any new studies or new books or new information, new articles on. Also the safe folder that TYFA tells every family to make. I didn't think that we needed it, and I thought, well, family, most of us did this. But then after the one family that called and told us that it was what we were doing was wrong, kind of freaked me out a little bit. So we got that safe folder, and that was awesome because I have it. I know that if I ever need it, it's there, and I think that was a huge thing. So TYFA is, I tell anybody and everybody, new families, you need to go to the TYFA website. The guidelines that TYFA has given for a safe folder were great, very specific, and I feel very comfortable and secure now, knowing that I have that. So TYFA's just been amazing, and the one thing for me is, although we have not used TYFA for any type of school training, we've been very fortunate that the school has trained themselves and have gotten people here locally to train them. Knowing that Kim and TYFA are here, within a heartbeat to help and support is what is amazing to me. So TYFA, I tell anybody and everybody, new families, that's the first place. So so life has been, since transition, life has been way better. We still have good days and bad days. These children will struggle with just who they are, but for the most part, Jordan is, thriving and doing pretty well. So you'll hear in just a little bit from his brother and sister and what they've thought of the whole transition, and maybe see a little bit of Jordan in action here coming up. Okay.
All right, great.
My name is Brittany, and I am Jordan's older sister, and ever since he was about 2 years old, I've known that there was something really special about him. And no matter what he does in his life and whatever decision he makes, I'm going to support him no matter what, because I love him and he's the best brother in the world. I was going to say I'm the best sister.
Hi, I'm Jordan's older brother, Hunter. I guess growing up with him, I've always known that something was different. I was always hoping for a little brother. And then throughout the years, probably around like 3 or 4, when he was about 3 or 4, noticed that he wasn't into normal girl things. He was into everything that me and my cousin Caleb would always do. Just anything we were doing, he wanted to be doing. And like at first, I don't know, Heidi would always say that, oh, we're just gonna make you a tomboy. You're just gonna be a super tomboy. And I was like, okay. So I had some friends growing up. She was probably the most tomboy chick I know. And I was like, all right, well, this is where Jordan's gonna be. This is how Jordan's gonna end up pretty much following the same kind of path that he's made. I was like, all right. But there was always something a little bit more. And I never really figured it out. I never really discussed it with my parents or other family too much. It was just, that's who he was. And I always accepted it. I didn't question it. I didn't care. I just loved him for who he was. And a couple years ago, then we started doing the transition. And that's when it kind of hit me like, okay, it makes sense. He's a boy. It makes sense. But I never thought that having a transgender sibling would, or anyone I know personally, would ever come in my lifetime. It was kind of like, okay, well, here it is. I hear all these bad things about it from other people I've associated myself with, and I've always kind of looked at them and just wondered what's going on in their head. But he's family, and we love family, no matter what.